History is usually told as a collection of remarkable people. I prefer to ask a quieter question. What sort of world made them possible? In this episode, we are looking at Rome. Not Rome at its mythical beginning, not Rome at its dramatic end, but Rome at its height, when the empire was vast, confident, and admired. This is not a story about collapse, it is a story about growth, and how expansion creates strength, and how that same expansion quietly rearranges pressure. Rome begins in 509 BC when it removes its kings. This decision shapes everything that follows. Roman Republic is built to distrust speed. Power is divided, offices rotate, no one stays too long. It is untidy. It is argumentative, it is slow. But slowness has a gift. It notices strain early. As Rome expands across Italy, it does so very carefully. Allies are absorbed, defeats are studied, laws accumulate. Rome does not rush, it learns, and learning quietly compounds. The Punic Wars alter Rome's horizon. Between 264 and 146 BC, Carthage is defeated. Rome inherits the Mediterranean. Victory brings wealth. Wealth brings distance. Distance brings responsibility. Rome's institutions, designed for a city, are now governing an empire. This is the first subtle shift. Nothing breaks, nothing collapses, but the pressure begins to travel more slowly. It is like stretching a rope across a widening field, still intact, but harder to keep tight. By the 2nd century BC, strain becomes visible. Small farmers lose land, wealth concentrates, politics sharpens. The Gracchi brothers attempt reform, they are killed. Rome learns an unfortunate lesson. The force is faster than patience. Then in 107 BC, Marius reforms the army. Soldiers are paid, promised land, loyal to commanders. Efficiency improves, so does dependence. The pattern shifts. Momentum moves from institutions to individuals. Rome does not yet notice the cost. Enter Julius Caesar. From 58 to 50 BC, his campaigns in Gaul expand Rome's borders dramatically. The Republic benefits. Caesar benefits more. Armies follow him personally. Success attaches to his name. When the Senate orders him to disband his legions, Caesar pauses briefly. Then in 49 BC, he crossed the Rubicon. The die is cast, he is said to have remarked. But the dice had been rolling for decades. Rome's scale had already trained its leaders to move faster than its rules. After civil war, Augustus emerges. In 27 BC, he becomes princeps, the first citizen. The republic survives in language. Power consolidates in practice. Augustus restores order. Roads are built, administration strengthens. This is Rome's great act of construction. But the stability has a shadow. Power now sits at the center. Adjustment becomes slower. Change becomes risky. The empire has learned to stand still, but not to bend. For 2 centuries, Rome flourishes. Trade moves, cities rise, law spreads. Yet, the empire has grown enormous. Problems at the edges take years to reach Rome. By the time they arrive, they are already entrenched. As Tacitus dryly observed, the more corrupt the state, the more numerous the laws. Rome isn't failing, it is compensating. Adding rules where responsiveness once existed. Costs rise, borders strain, administration multiplies. Emperors reform, divide, and reorganize. Each solution works briefly, then requires another. Rome becomes heavier, like a great body whose nerves are too slow to feel the pain early, and too large to heal quickly. Rome was not destroyed by incompetence. Its builders, generals, reformers, administrators, also laid the foundations of strain. Success delayed feedback. Scale softened warnings. Momentum dulled sensitivity. Construction and destruction were never separate. They were intertwined. Growth becomes dangerous not when it expands, but when it grows so large it can no longer feel where it's weakening. If this way of looking at history is useful, your support keeps it going.